9.5 pounds, 6-0 with 4 knockouts. He's never been past 5 rounds. Andrew White from St. Louis, Missouri is a veteran. 27 years of age, 160 pounds. And as a pro, 23-10, 18 knockouts. He's been knocked out by Rocky Gannon, Bruce Rumholtz, Vinny Pazienza, Dwayne Williams. 21 rounds as a pro for Taylor. Won the Goodwill Games in 1998. In 1998, his grandmother, Gussie Robertson, was murdered by her own son. And Taylor returned from the Goodwill Games with that bronze medal and put that medal in his grandmother's coffin. She is his inspiration every time he steps into the ring. Jermaine Taylor, Andrew White. Andrew White has been in against, as I mentioned, good competition. Otis Grant, Eric Luca, who fights in our main event next week. He lost 10-round decisions to both of those. In that knockout loss to Rocky Gannon back in 1996. Rocky Gannon landed 99 punches in round 4, which was a CompuBox record. Is a CompuBox record. 91 of those were power shots. So we'll see if Taylor can get his power game going against White as well.
That power may come in the form of a counterpunch dictated by the style of his opponent, Andrew White. Andrew White, the shorter man, reaching a little bit, could set up a situation where he walks into one of those counter shots.
You know, CompuBox guys, Bob Canobio and Joe Carnicelli, have seen a lot of boxing in their lifetimes. And Joe made the point while we were in commercial break. Boy, does Andrew White look dry. No Vaseline, nothing on him. Doesn't look like he's worked up much of a sweat.
Sometimes that is the reason that you get one-round knockouts. We will see what will be tonight.
Taylor puts his hands together, wings a shot to the body. Some blood from the nose of White, and a right hand sends Andrew White down.
What did I say about one-round knockouts?
Well, Taylor's never had one of those, as White is wiping the blood from his nose.
Taylor can do it 2 ways. He has good size. He can use that left hand if his opponent White stays out there to set up the right hand, or he can unleash that counter left hook if White reaches in. Coming out of the amateurs, Taylor was a big right hand puncher. That is what you look out for. Now with his trainer Pat Burns in the pros, Taylor is showing, as we mentioned in Atlas's world, a more rounded game, showing that left hand.
The storyline here in round 1, Jermaine Taylor, the Olympian in the blue. Quick punches, sharp punches. Andrew White went down from a right hand. As we hit the end of round 1.
Who do you think is the best club on the planet? Is it Real Madrid or Manchester United? How about Boca Juniors or Juventus? Want to find out? Log on to ESPN.com every weekend for ESPN's World Club Top 25 ranking.
ESPN continues coverage of the UEFA Champions League with Group Stage 2 Match Day 8, featuring 2 live games beginning Wednesday. The Gunners of Arsenal return home to take on tough Serie A club Juventus in a Group D battle. Then live Thursday, Roma is coming off a tough time from Match Day 7 when they take on Liverpool. Both clubs need a victory to keep in striking distance of Barcelona. Both games live. Group Stage 2 Match Day 8 of the UEFA Champions League on ESPN.
Okay, let's take a look at the knockdown in round 1.
Right hand over the shoulder, maybe clipped White a little bit behind the ear. Not a real clean shot, but nonetheless, a shot that put White down on the floor.
Almost looked like it bounced off his shoulder, but it still got him right in the ear and sent White down. Got up quickly. Didn't look like he was hurt, but he got tagged. So round number 2 underway for Jermaine Taylor. Blue trunks under white in the red. Taylor in his 7th bout as a pro has the 4 knockouts. 7th and probably last bout of 2000. See the numbers in round 1. Taylor landed 15 of 26 power shots.
The young Taylor progressing in his pro career, starting to settle down, looking for spots, creating spots a little bit more. When you see a young fighter who is a terrific amateur like Taylor coming into the pros, there's a normal edge at the beginning, a little over anxious. Also, besides being over anxious just going into the pros, they're making an adjustment, adapting from the amateur style of 4 2-minute rounds where it's pressed on them to be very busy, throw a lot of punches. You go into the pros, now it's a whole different ball game. More rounds, and the judges look for the harder, cleaner punches. Therefore, a transition must take place.
Don't forget, coming up in our main event, super middleweights, 10 rounds, James Butler and Richard Grant.
Taylor wants to use his height. Taller man. He can use it 2 ways, Bob. If White stays outside, he can use that jab, take White apart. Take what White gives him. Set shots up off that jab. If White gets a little rambunctious, tries to get in, he can do that. Get off quick. Counter combinations. Try to walk White into a clean punch.
You like the way Taylor is using his reach and his height advantage?
Yes, I like the idea that he's also not depending on, we mentioned that weapon we mentioned earlier, that big right hand power. He's taking it to the body, not just the head. And he's got that left hook counter that he's looking to set up, making it difficult for White to only avoid the right hand. White has to worry about both sides.
White dropped in the first round, a right hand to the ear. Trying to negotiate his way to the end of the second round. Round 3 commencing with Jermaine Taylor in the blue and Under White in the red. This is a scheduled 6-rounder. White was dropped in the first round. And Taylor controlled the second round as well, although there were no knockdowns. Taylor, the Olympian, bronze medalist. Take a look at the punch numbers in round number 2. 12 of 33 in the power category for Taylor.
There's that counter left hook that Taylor was looking to zero in on when White reached in.
Taylor told not to punch on the break. Right hand got White on the chin.
The right hand followed by the missed counter left hook. That's why it is good to put punches together.
White goes down again. I think it was a left this time. Off balance. Once the gloves touch the canvas, it's a knockdown. He's fine. At least he appears to be fine.
And right now, watch how Taylor is doing most of his damage by allowing White to do some of the work for him. He's allowing White to walk into counter shots, using his jab just to try to entice White into something reckless like that, so he can uncork that counter left hook.
Lunging left just missed.
Taylor wants to show that he is a two-handed fighter. I'm sure Taylor looking to make his trainer, Pat Burns, happy, show progress. It's not just about winning now. It's about improving so you can move up the ladder. You can fool yourself. You can win early in a career when you're a good amateur, when you put in there with limited opposition. But then if you don't improve, if you don't develop later on, when you step up, which you must do, if you're going to make it in this business, then you can have problems. Taylor looking to go to school. One thing I would be a little concerned about, not that I want to be a party pooper here, Bob. Taylor's still dropping that right hand. You see it? Watch when he throws that left hand. That right hand will drop. That time it was okay because he was out of position. He was on his bike. But sometimes when he is in position, he will pull that right hand back when he throws his left. Pat Burns has been working on that. They must continue. Because when he gets in there with the better fighters, they will look to slip over to the left and throw that left hook.
Well, Jermaine Taylor in comfortable control through 3.
Please don't leave me like this.
Look, I don't love you.
I want to have a baby with someone I love. I'm not 24 anymore.
You're the only woman in the world that I would like to be. Ow!
It's not every day of the week that I sleep with my best friend.
Oh, we're lonely as hell, and we had too much to drink. Full stop!
I have something to tell you.
Is it bigger than the bread box?
Not yet. What? Robert? Gay Robert? He just goes by Robert now.
You're not really queer. Of course I'm queer. It's just I'm having a baby as well.
I'm confused.
Madonna.
Date?
No.
Yes.
Rupert Everett.
Just be yourself.
Well, which me? English me, cold, frosty me, frivolous me.
Benjamin Bratt.
Hi, this Abby Reynolds' house? Come in. I'm sorry.
The Next Best Thing. Coming soon to Movie 1.
Round 4 underway in this 6-round bout between Jermaine Taylor, the Olympian in blue, and Andrew White. White went down in the first round and went down in the 3rd round. Taylor controlling the fight, and the referee stops it. Jim Santa steps in and just stops it after a couple of good jabs from Jermaine Taylor.
Obviously, Santos had seen enough from the prior round.
Nary a response from the crowd. Jermaine Taylor now 7-0. Gets his 5th stoppage. A couple of good crisp left-hand jabs. And referee Jim Santa stepped in and just said, seen enough. And there's the referee. It's not like Andrew White was hurt, but it's not like he was competitive. Taylor will take a look at it right there. Good jab. Got another one through.
Taylor using his reach, and in using the reach, employing that left hand, making it very difficult for the shorter White to do anything. When he stayed outside, he got hit with that stick. When he came in, he got hit with the hook.
So referee Jim Santa stops this action in the 4th round. Jermaine Taylor, the winner by TKO at 17 seconds of the 4th round.